Previously on Junior's Big World.
So the guy that's right in front of me, I pretty much had the same setup as him. I have my four steak pocket pipe holders. I think that's what these are. But I don't have any dunnage. But you see this guy over here, dunnage. That guy over there, dunnage. This guy right here, dunnage. So there's a bundle of wood. There's another bundle of wood and another bundle of wood. So see, these are bigger than the ones that's going on the trailer, and they're painted and they're numbered. So, but yeah, there he is. He pissed off. I don't know what's wrong with him, but I just got back in the truck because I ain't want no issues. So this is like almost, what to be exact, 38 minutes after that fiasco. So when I left off, I think I said the guy told me I just need to pull up and to the end of the parking lot and go speak with shipping office. And the way he came, the way his attitude and his body language, I knew I wasn't gonna get loaded. So long story short, I won't bore you, I didn't get loaded. So I pull up to the drive, I get out, I go into the shipping office, and the lady that helped me when I initially came in, she was there, and I think she wanted to help me, but there was another lady there. She was straight, no nonsense, no type of, sense of humor, whatever. So I'm not sure what the two guys told her on the radio. They have they have a CB or a walkie-talkie radio. I'm not sure what was said because they were speaking, they were speaking their language. I don't know what they said, but she was like, yeah, my guy said you were deliberately driving slow. And I didn't say, I didn't want to argue nothing just in case I have to go back, because I still don't know. I might have to go back tomorrow. So I just let her talk. She's like, yeah, my guy said you were deliberately driving slow, and he said you don't have any wood. So I let her say that. Then I was like, okay, well, I wasn't deliberately driving slow. Y'all have the posted speed of 5 mph. That's what I was doing. I'll drive 5 miles per hour. As far as the wood, when I checked in and I was sitting here almost 4 hours, no one ever came over to ask me if I had any wood. Because had that been the case, I would have easily left and try to find a Home Depot or a Tractor Supply or somewhere where I can get some wood. I said, I did notice that you have several bundles of wood just sitting out there. Am I able to get that wood, or can I purchase the wood? Her exact words were, well, yeah, we can give you the wood, but it's up to my discretion as the manager if I'm going to give you the wood, and I'm not going to give you any wood. You need to leave and go buy wood. Took everything out of me. I said, okay. And I left. So I walked back to the truck. I'm trying to call Wylie. I know it's getting close for the quitting time for them up there in Fargo. I called like 6 times, back to back to back to back. Couldn't get any of my driver managers or anybody to answer, so I left messages. I said, hey, I'm here at the shipper. Not sure what's going on here. The guy appears to be upset with me for no reason of mine. I said, I'm not sure if he's upset with me for doing the rules, driving the speed limit, or what. If he's having a bad day and he's taking out on me, I have no idea. I said, but they're asking me to leave. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I don't have much time. I'm in Houston. I'm being in traffic, so I'm just gonna do the best I can do. And that's what I did. So as I was driving, I don't know if y'all can see that, I was over there on the I was in traffic, and I looked over here and I was like, it's a lot of parking spots over here. I don't know if y'all can see all that. A lot of parking spots. So I'm like, man, either that's a new truck stop or maybe nobody knows about it. I'm gonna take this next exit and I'm gonna come on over here. And then as I pull in, I see all these trucks, and I see all of these. Then it's a big sign over there. It says per minute parking only. Y'all can read it. And the guy, I guess he paid for it. I was gonna show you, I wasn't gonna put his truck number, his company, or nothing, but they put a boot on his steer tire, and they put, I don't know what that was, across his windshield. So even if you drove the boot off, you can't see. So yeah, your boy had to pay to park. That's why so many free parking spots over here. This is the date of me filming this. I know this is backwards. I know that's backwards. It was hard to read. So yeah, I'm in Houston. I'm off of Sam Houston. I'm at the Beltway 8 Travel Plaza. This is my start date and my end date. My issue date at 4:45 p.m. There's my truck's number. She didn't ask for my license plate, but there go my truck number. Yeah, so, and then that's that. But that's why it's so many freaking parking spots, because nobody wants to pay $20 to park. And you're not paying to park. Nobody wants to pay $20 to sleep. Unless you absolutely have to. So it was about right as I was purchasing this. So let's say 4:45. That's when I was able to get a dispatcher, or not dispatcher, driver manager that wasn't over this area. I think the driver managers over Texas may have been in a meeting, or maybe they stepped out busy, I don't know. So I got a driver manager that I work with a lot. I've been working with him ever since my first load, because he's usually over the Midwest. I won't put his name or nothing out there, but he's cool. Well, I guess I can. Shout out to Dwight. So I was working with Dwight, and he wanted to know what happened. I told him the spill, and he was like, man, that's unfortunate. And as we're talking, the lady's asking me for my truck number and all that. And I think he may have thought maybe I was getting an inspection or something. I said, he's like, is everything okay, man? I hear you giving your truck number to someone, because she did kind of sound like a police officer. I said, oh, no, I got to pay the part. I said, I didn't want to go in violation being stuck in traffic. I looked over to my left. I saw a truck stop with a lot of parking. I pull over here, and I said, now I see why it's a lot of parking, because you got to pay. I said, every spot is a paid spot. It's nothing free over here. And he's like, oh, okay, well, man, you know what? After this long day you done had, he gave me a reimbursement thing for the parking. So that's cool. I wasn't looking for it. I was just, I have no choice. That's some things you run into out here. You just have to pay to park, pay to sleep every now and then. Because at this time, me trying to fight traffic and go to the nearest Love's, which was probably another hour and a half away, I would just run my time out for nothing, and they weren't gonna have any parking spots. So yeah, so I'm literally only 20 minutes away from this place. I'm not sure if they're gonna send me back there. If it's up to me, I wouldn't go back, because based off how they treated me, I wouldn't want to go back. But if they want me to go back, I will go back. But first, I would have to go to Home Depot and buy a bunch of wood. Yeah. So if I have to go back, I'll go back. Hopefully they'll send me somewhere else. That's what I'm hoping for. But who knows? But to get mad at somebody for following your rules, that's insane. That's insane. That's insane. So I'm pretty sure it was something else that was going on with that guy, and he took it out on me. And then maybe the person in the office, maybe they're friends, maybe they're related, I don't know. So she, of course, whatever he said, she went with. But that wasn't cool. Wasn't cool at all. So I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna walk in here. It says they have a Shalasky's and a Denny's, and the reason I said it says because when I walked in there to get pay for this parking spot, I didn't smell anything. Normally, if you have restaurants, you'll smell something. I didn't smell anything. Looks like they have their own cafe, but it was closed. I think this is a fairly new truck stop because the cafe equipment looked brand new. But I guess once they hire some cooks and staff, then they'll open that up. So my only other choices are to eat more peanut butter and jelly. Um, because I don't know if I mentioned it. I did not get my inverter fixed. My inverter's not fixed. So I did purchase brand new lunch meat and brand new cheese, and it all went bad because the inverter it's off right now. The inverter just cuts off on its own for some reason. That's one thing I do miss about the Kenworth. You have that little button, and it lets you know that your refrigerator is on because it lights up. With this one, it's just, I think, wired to the inverter. So you have wasted lunch meat. So the only thing that's salvageable in there would be my jelly, and peanut butter doesn't have to. Well, I don't eat my peanut butter cold, so my peanut butter is still good, and the jelly and my bread is still good. And then of course I keep water, and I have those nuts, those bar nuts. So yeah, I really don't want to. I already spent $20 on this parking spot. I don't want to spend no more money. That's why I'm like, do I really want, and it's hot too, do I really want to walk all the way back in there just to be disappointed and probably spend $20 more that I didn't plan on spending today, or just eat peanut butter and jelly and just be done with it? Yeah, I'm just gonna eat peanut butter and jelly, be done with it. Sorry I don't have that much energy, and I'm not more enthused. This was just a long day. It was I started my day at 3 a.m. and for me to sit at a place 4 hours and the guy to be pissed off, take it out on me, and basically waste my time. And I sat there so long. I did get the 2-hour split break, but that would just allow me enough time to get over here. So that's trucking. My plan was to get loaded and try my best to make it to the TA out in Huntsville, Texas, off of I-45 north. Just didn't go that way. So today's the next day. Changed shirts and pants. Had to take a bath with my wipes. That's a whole nother story and topic of being a trucker. When you don't have access to a shower, you gotta do what you gotta do. But anyway, I'm here at the Home Depot. It was maybe 6 miles away from where I parked at last night. Shout out to the people at the Beltway 8 Travel Plaza. Everybody in there was cool. So I'm here. I'm about to run in here, purchase the boards, and of course I have to go back. So yeah, so if things go wrong today, I also gotta ask them about getting detention pay, because they won't play with my time, and time and money is go hand in hand over here at trucking. They held me up for 4 hours yesterday. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be another long wait today. I need to get compensated for all of it. Normally I don't make a big stink about it, but with this place I definitely am, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy these boards and then they're gonna have something to say about that. So let's go do it. Hopefully this won't take long, because there's a big sign that says no parking, even though there's other trucks parked over here. I knew not to park. I was gonna park over here, but it's fire hydrant. And then I thought about coming in here, which I could have made the turn in here, but it was just gonna be a struggle getting out of here. So, but yeah, here I am, Home Depot. Gotta get two more. Gotta get two more of these. Oh man. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I don't have my tripod, and it's a busy street. A lot of shady people around here. I wouldn't feel comfortable setting my phone on the tripod anyway. So this is what I gotta do. I have 1, 2, 3 ratchets. I have my 4 stake pocket holders for lumber or this pipe. Those are my 8 boards. I have to, I basically, like back in Milton, I had to make a bulkhead. So I got to use one of these chains for it and one of the ratchet binders for it. Then I got to use these other chains just to keep these up. So this is the before, and I'm gonna show you the after. All right, guys, so here we go. Got him up. Got the access wrapped around the handle. Got it up. Access wrapped around the handle. Got the bulkhead. I didn't wrap the access because it's just down there. So yeah, let me go put this back because I am a nice guy. Now, so this is the guy right here that caused all the issue yesterday with me, guys. Not the guy with the forklift, but this guy. So yeah, him right there. The forklift loader, I don't see him, but this was the guy. He told the forklift guy not to load me, and then he said something on the walkie-talkie to the office for them not to load me. It was him. The look on my face, I know you can't see my eyes, but this is honestly, since I've been doing flatbed, my second weird, bad experience with a shipper. That's including Milton. I had one with Milton, and now this one with E.W. Wylie. Nothing to do with the companies, just the shipper. So, recap. Yesterday when the lady said, and I showed you all the bundles of wood that they have out here, which they still do, and I told you, the owner-operator told me don't worry about it. They'll give you wood, and then he said, or they'll even sell it to you. No biggie. Even today I checked in, same ladies. You got the nice lady, then you got, I saw guys good cop, bad cop. So even today they said, oh, welcome back. I didn't know if they were trying to be nice or trying to be shady or what. I just said, hi, good morning, I'm here to pick up the same load from yesterday. I said it just like that, pick up the same load from yesterday. I didn't raise my voice. I had these on, so it wasn't like I was trying to be intimidating. They say you have to wear your safety glasses when you go in there. So that's what, these are my safety glasses. So I didn't even stare at them or nothing. I told them that, went to fill out the tablet, and yeah. Not once did they ask me, do you have your boards? Maybe they assume that I have them, especially since she kicked me out yesterday. So she didn't ask me again. Luckily, I went and purchased them. But I remember seeing the other trucks, they had 8 of them. And on my notes, I'm not going to show you my notes, but my notes just say to have the boards. It doesn't say a specific number. It's a reason I'm saying that. So I went to Home Depot, and I could have purchased 100 of these boards. But I remember seeing all the trucks ahead of me yesterday, they were using 8. And each truck, depending on where you're going, you get a different layer amount. So I'm getting 33. 33 of these steel pipes, and they're doing 3 layers. So as you're doing layers, you want the dunnage or wood to brace, I guess, the load, so it won't, I guess, bottom out the trailer. I have no idea. I'm not an expert. I just drive and I try to, do what I'm asked. I bought 8 boards. So the guy finally pulls me up, and this other guy, I'm gonna show you, he was ahead of me. He's up there finishing up his securement. So you see, so I'm basically getting the same thing. That's as far as I can zoom. So it's 11 on each row, and it's 3 layers. Now this guy's an owner-operator. He had an abundant supply of wood. He's getting ready to leave. And this man, he's a good guy. He told me his name. He's a real good guy. He drives regional. He does Texas, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Arkansas. He has a family and everything. Cool guy. He was going to sell me his wood. He was going to give me his wood, and I said, no, you might need it. I said, no, man, you're probably going to need it. He's like, okay, well, he says, because sometimes these guys are iffy. And that was him saying it, not me. I saw that. I figured that out yesterday. He said, man, sometimes these guys are iffy. He said it all depends on which crew you get. Sometimes they'll give you a wood. Sometimes they'll sell it. Sometimes they won't give you none at all. I said, well, yesterday they didn't do either. I said, they wouldn't give it to me or sell it to me. He said, yeah. And he's like, you sure you don't want any wood? I said, no, I'm cool. Because me and him were back there waiting because they load one truck at a time here. One truck at a time. And over where I was at, the the staging area, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 trucks waiting over there. Now I'm again today. I don't know if I'm gonna get loaded because remember we're going back to that number again. Remember I said I bought 8 boards. I bought 8 4x4 8-foot boards because that's what I saw yesterday. I only can go off of what I saw yesterday. So the guy told me to come over here. He backed me in. He was like, how many boards do you have? I said, man, I only have 8. I said, I saw the other guy ahead of me. He had a whole bunch of wood, but he's like, oh man, that might be an issue. I didn't give him that look, but I had these on. I had my hard hat, but I was like, okay. I said, man, that's all I have. He said, well, don't worry about it. I'll give you wood. I almost died. Why didn't I get that offer yesterday? So I think they want at least 4 for each level. That's why I won't have enough. Because if I got 8 and I'm getting 3 levels, I only got enough wood to do 2 levels. Unless, I don't know, guys. This is I gotta say it's shady. There's some shady stuff going on here, man. It is. It's some shady stuff going on here. If you get the cool crew, cool. If you don't, if you get the asshole crew, then you're screwed. I don't know. Oh, of course they taking a lunch break. He said he'd be back in an hour. I can't make this up. So I was waiting over there. I had 4 trucks ahead of me. 2 of them were loaded. They were just getting unloaded. The other 2 were getting loads like me. So we pull around this area. They only load 1 truck at a time. They offload, which is crazy. They offload 2 trucks at a time, but they only load 1 truck at a time. I don't know if that's short of manpower, if that's just for safety. I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on at the time that I'm here. I saw 2 trucks get unloaded at the same time, and they bring over 2 to 3 trucks over here to this area in this dirt and wind, and they only load 1 of us at a time. So after all of that waiting, now I'm still waiting, then you tell me I'm about to go to lunch. We'll be back in an hour. I don't know if it's because my mom was talking about it a couple of weeks ago. I vibrate on a high frequency. I give love and respect to everyone, even when it's not given back to me. So by you saying that and laughing, thinking it's gonna bother me, dude, I live in this truck. This is my mini apartment. I got food in here, so you going to lunch, cool. I'm not gonna get upset. Maybe somebody else will. I'm gonna eat my lunch. And if I gotta use the restroom, I'm gonna walk up there and use y'all's restroom. Wait for y'all to get back. This load is not gonna be late because of me. I didn't do nothing wrong. This load gonna be late because of y'all. Y'all are screwing around, and I'm documenting it. So ain't gonna be no, oh well, we didn't go to lunch and no. Moved me over here, and they all went to lunch. That's where you go to finish your securement. They want you to throw some securement over here just so you can safely travel up there. But everybody's gone. As you can see, there's nobody on the ladder. That's going to be the first row that they give me. So I'm not lying about anything. And the time now is 12:08. I don't have to, lie or make up stuff about anything. And then I didn't show it, but the big forklift is right there that the guy's driving. I'm gonna go ahead and show it just in case there's any funny business. If they try to say there wasn't no lunch break, there they go right there. There goes a forklift that loads me. So we can end that debate right there. I didn't make up none of this stuff. And it's still no Photoshop. It's still 12:08. That's my next stop, guys. That's where I get my fuel, if I have enough time. Well, it says 3:45. As y'all can see, that's my time. So, but this doesn't account for Houston's traffic. So all we can do, we ain't gonna worry about it. I'm unbothered by this stuff. I mean, yes, it's a waste of my time, my clock or whatever. This ain't bothering me. It is not bothering me at all. It's just giving me, you know, content to give you guys of what you can expect when you come to certain facilities. Man, some other trucks pulled in. Unless they frequently come here, they're gonna get the same treatment as me, if not worse. But we're about to eat. We're not gonna worry about this. They're on lunch. I'm about to go lunch too. And we'll check back in when we get some more updates. Something bit me right here. Man, something bit me good.